Jensen, it's Miller. Listen, I need your eyewitness report as soon as possible. What's your ETA?
Depends on how many cops ask to see my papers.
Fuck. Not much I can do about state police after yesterday's attack. Get in when you can. Miller out.
the greatest loss of life in recent history. I cannot speak for you folks, but terrifying memories of that day still haunt me. It will certainly be a while before any of us forget it. This is the last
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Always watching, because you are always watching. I know I am not the only one wondering what the augmented race Federation hopes to achieve, following news of yesterday's devastating attack in Prague. So let's hear from Dr. Tallis Rucker, ARC's charmingly eloquent leader himself.
What the non-augmented peoples of the world have failed to grasp is the incident was a tragedy for all.
But it wasn't all of humankind who went crazy, Dr. Rucker.
The loss of life on both sides was considerable, but instead of healing and dialogue, the augmented.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Always watching, because you are always watching. Augmented Rights Coalition hopes to achieve, following news of yesterday's devastating attack in Prague. So let's hear from Dr. Talis Rucker, ARC's charmingly eloquent leader himself.
What the non-augmented peoples of the world have failed to grasp is the incident was a tragedy for all.
But it wasn't all of humankind who went crazy, Dr. Rucker.
The loss of life on both sides was considerable, but instead of healing and dialogue, fear of the augmented has turned to hatred.
Surely you cannot claim to be mistreated by governments when they have spent taxpayer money to build special living quarters for you and your kind.
But when legislation forces augmented people out of their homes and into sequestered environments, there's no reason for only fear and expedience. That is why I moved to the full-fledged complex.
Your native Germany.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Bombing of the Catholic Church.
Access denied.
Earlier today, the Ruzicka train station fell victim to a bombing. The third day. Tiger's News. Always watching. Because... world. Because you are always watching. I know
Continuing cautious patrol.
Nothing to spare, right? No, of course. No one has any. Their fellow man.
Was the non
the world. Always watching. I know I am not the only one wondering what the Augmented Rights Coalition hopes to achieve, following news of yesterday's devastating attack in Prague. So let's hear from Dr. Talis Rucker. Oh, charming.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
But it wasn't all of you.
Access granted.
The loss of life on all sides was considered, but instead of fear,
detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Around the world. Wondering what the Augmented Rights Coalition hopes to achieve. Hyper's news. watching. I know I am not the only one wondering what the Augmented Rights Coalition hopes to achieve, following news of yesterday's devastating attack in Prague. So let's hear from Dr. Talon Covert.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
But the non-augmented
But it wasn't all of humankind. Surely you cannot claim to be mistreated by governments when they have spent taxpayer money to build special living quarters for you and your kind.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Those accusations when I arrived in town, but our
the world.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
But the non-augmented was a tragedy for all.
But it wasn't all.
Access denied.
On both sides was conform, but instead of healing and dialogue, fear of the augmented has turned to hatred.
Surely you cannot claim to be mistreated by government. Spend taxpayer money to build special living quarters for you and your kind.
Out of their homes. Fear and
Always. Wondering what the augmented rights coalition hopes to achieve following news of yesterday's devastating attack on Longplay. So Dr. Talos Rucker, but it wasn't all
The loss of life on both sides was considered
surely you cannot claim to spend taxpayer money. Around the world. Always watching.
No hostile active. Activity detected. Continuing cautious patrol. Area secure. Continuing cautious patrol.
What does hypothermia feel like? I can't go on like this.
Local scan completed. Maintaining cautious patrol mode.
Just one more time. That's it. Then I'll get clean.
The world. Augmented Rights Coalition hopes to achieve, following news of yesterday's devastating attack in Prague. So let's hear from Dr. Talis Rucker, ARC's charmingly eloquent leader himself.
Thus the non-augmented peoples of the world have failed to grasp it.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
The loss of life and fear of the augmented
Access denied.
Taxpayer money to build special living quarters for you and your kind.
But when legislation forces augmented people out of their homes and into sequestered environments, there's no reason involved, only fear and expedience. That is why I moved to the Utrecht.
Area secure. Continuing cautious
Can't
patrol.
go on like this. This looks like...
Whoa. Hiker's News. Always watching. Because you are always...
No hostile
I know I'm
activity
not
detected.
the only one wondering what the Augmented Rights Coalition hopes to achieve, following news of yesterday's devastating attack in Prague. So let's hear from Dr. Talis Rucker, ARC's charmingly eloquent leader himself.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
It was a tragedy for all.
But it wasn't
Access granted.
crazy, Dr. Rucker.
The loss of life on both sides was considerable, but instead of healing,
Area secure. Continuing cautious patrol.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Yes, folks. These are troubled times indeed. This is Eliza reporting to you live.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
No doubt many viewers were horrified by that story I brought to you last week, in which a suicide gunman ruthlessly attacked a small augmented community near Dar es Salaam. Today, I'm here to bring you a glimmer of hope. European-based construction giant Centos has successfully convinced the Tanzanian government to become a signatory of its Safe Harbor initiative. Designed to promote the creation of safe and secure housing complexes where oppressed groups can live and work free from persecution. This international civil engineering and action team is the brainchild of Santos CEO.
Shit, safe.
But you are always watching. Like this news. Always. Watching. I know I am not the only one wondering what the Augmented Rights Coalition hopes to achieve following their devastating attack in Iran. So let's hear from Dr. Talis Rucker, ARC's charmingly eloquent leader himself.
But the non-augmented peoples of the world have failed to grasp it was a tragedy for all.
But it wasn't all of humankind went crazy.
The loss of life on one side
Access granted.
When they spend taxpayer money to build special
Ne, něco takového bych nikdy neřekl. Tvůj životní styl mi nevadí. Prostě s tebou nechci mluvit.
Ahoj.
It's all right here.
Mám zpoždění na řeči, nemám kdy.
We were machines, sir. But terror and pain have turned us into souls. There is something struggling within. Moments when something enters into us. Thoughts come upon us which are not of us. We feel what we did not used to feel. We hear voices teach us to have children so that we may love them. Primus, is that you?
Are you Arinka Bauer?
Who are you? Please, take whatever you want. Just leave us alone.
I didn't come here to take anything.
You haven't? Arinka, she gets very scared. Whatever you've come to tell her, you should first tell me. I am the robot Helena. Arinka is not well. We must shield her.
Arinka paid someone to make her an aug permit. To keep her from being taken to Golem City. That someone wants to come through.
Really? If that's true, we'll be very happy. If we can stay in Prague, maybe they'll even... There was once a great play that predicted so much. Robots, revolutions, the future of mankind. She memorized all of it. It's her way. It's my way of trying to understand.
I'll take your word for it. Here. This permit is good enough to fool anyone who takes a look at it.
Does this mean I don't have to hide anymore?
It's not that simple. You're still in danger. The permit needs to be activated. Otherwise, a routine scan will mark you for Golem just the same.
I don't understand.
Sorry. There's no legal way for you to stay here. You should prepare for the worst.
We don't know how to prepare.
I'll take care of the activation. Just keep a low profile until I can get it sorted out.
Thank you. We appreciate it. A world where everyone's treated fairly. And I thought Helena was the one in the science fiction. She's been dead a long, long time.
What a place.
Sometimes you have to stand up to people.
What do you want, man?
Do the right thing.
Whatever it is,
you shouldn't have to hide our addictions.
Let me sleep.
So go.
Have you ever pieced rainbows? Neon is a beauty.
Jesus.
Area secure.
Edward and Irenka need our help.
How many times did Drahimir charge Edward and Irenka?
I don't know the exact...
They're that desperate to stay in Prague.
Desperate?
I'm gonna do what I can. You just be careful.
Following us up with their ideology and technological superiority? I don't either, actually, but my grandpa used to tell me about the days, and let me tell you,
Maintaining cautious patrol. No hostile activity detected.
How are you? There's just never enough time. Hello?
Nemůžu uvěřit, že ti to řekl.
Whatever you're looking for, I'll make you a video.
Nothing
Listen,
to
just get the
scare,
hell
right?
away from me,
No,
alright? I
of
don't
course.
want anything.
No one has anything. They're covered. What does hypothermia? You can't go on like this. Sorry, I'm not. Oh, thought you were
Busy. Leave me alone.
No one.
Area secure. Maintaining cautious patrol. Area secure.
Sorry, I
People
cannot
around
help.
here really value their privacy, you know what I mean?
One more time. Then I'll get clean.
What is this? Unless you're looking for trouble,
slamming?
keep moving, Clank.
No shiny augs around
Later.
here. You couldn't look more out of place if this was Gollum City.
We won't. Push you aside for your augments. We want you to be part of something.
Don't do anything suspicious.
Heard you're sitting on some cash. Get lost, dog, before we turn our attention to you. Heard you're sitting on some cash, Grandpa. That's true.
I will call the police.
Police don't... I told you to leave. Last chance. Unless you want to be next. I told you to leave. Last chance. Unless you want to be next. Police don't get paid to help us. That's what you need to pay us for.
Make them go away. Please!
You're a dead man!
Someone help me!
That's it. You asked for it.
This guy. No food.
There's got to be some way to get off this junk.
No hostile activity detected. Continuing cautious patrol.
Státní policie má oprávnění během stavu nouze vykonávat
The old men were supposed to be alone.
Thank you. Thank you so much for what you've done.
Until then, I have to reiterate something. You know, we haven't heard much about this task force leader.
Thank you. I didn't know what to do. There are not many people a man like me can call on for help.
What did they want?
What everybody wants. Money. To feel strong. At first I thought they were here to take me away. Any moment now, they will take me away.
Maybe it doesn't have to come to that.
Don't get an old man's hopes up. Unless... My daughter? Did she send you? She did, didn't she? Why else would you? Please, tell me. When can I see them?
Why would your daughter send me?
I thought maybe she and the little one finally decided to help Grandpa with his permit situation. But she probably understands that I need to avoid detection. It is better not to make contact.
When was the last time you saw them?
A few years. Since the day of the... you know.
The day of the incident?
The time I ran naked onto a football field as a teenager, that was an incident. This was the work of the devil. He closed our eyes, forced us to see what he sees.
That's a long time not to see someone you care about.
It's not their fault. My son-in-law, he keeps them away from me because... well, because...
Because why?
What am I, on trial? Soon you'll be judging me just like he did. Like they all did.
Judging you for what, Edward?
They say I became a monster. In the park. It was during the incident.
You were with your family when the signal went out. Darrow's broadcast. Caused all those Augs to lose control.
I grabbed the youngest by the wrists. We were spinning. We spun like mad. I don't know where it came from. This exhilaration that wasn't mine. It was reckless, I admit. There were mosquitoes in my brain. There was blood. They say that it couldn't have been me. Someone else must have... a stranger, after I blacked out. Please, tell me you believe me. Tell me it isn't possible that I did that to him.
When the signal was broadcast, Augs everywhere were made to do terrible things. Things they would never have done otherwise. Some of them can't remember, or choose not to be able to remember. The truth is, yes, it's possible, Edward. But that doesn't necessarily make you responsible. It was out of our control.
I said, I tried to tell them. Whatever my hands may have done, my heart did not. What kind of defense is that? If I can't forgive myself, why should they? One of them is still alive, and whether I ever get to see him or not, I want to remain as close as I can. I want to remain in Prague.
Here, this permit should fool anyone at a glance.
I remember the officer saying I would have to pay again. Is that true?
No, I'm not here to collect. I'm here to help.
I appreciate that. So, what now? Do I have to activate something? I can put on my nice coat if necessary. If I have to wait in line, I'll wait in line. I don't complain.
The situation's a little less legal than that.
Oh. Do you need me to break in somewhere?
I'll take care of it. Just try to keep a low profile until I figure out how to validate your number.
All right. I can do that. I will wait here.
Milena, I met with both those Augs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
Alright, I got it.
We will not tolerate interference.
Am I missing something? Are you keeping watch? Good.
I have searched for salvation, and I have found the answer. Take control of your destiny.
Stává se tady s tebou kolem.
Tak ukažte!
Church of the Machine God does not claim... have all the answers, brothers and sisters. Only all the answers. Open your eyes to the truth, friend.
You planning to shoot an old man? Thank you.
What did they want?
Whatever.
Maybe it doesn't have to come.
Don't get an old man's hope.
Why would your daughter send me?
I thought maybe...
When was the last time?
A few years.
The day of the incident? That's a long time not to see someone you care about.
It's not their fault. My son-in-law.
Because why?
What am I, on trial? Soon you'll be judged.
Judging you for what, Edward?
They say I became a monster.
You were with your family when the signal went out. Darrow's broadcast.
I grabbed the youngest by the wrists. We were spinning. We spun like mad.
When the You know the drill by now.
Of course. You know. So, what now?
The situation.
Oh?
I'll take care of it.
All right.
Milena. I met with both those Augs you made permits for. Now what?
There's a computer at the government kiosk that handles the augment permit registry. You'll have to access it, quote unquote.
You mean break in?
The code to the server room is 6788. Be careful, there may be other forms of security.
Alright, I got it.
Moving to next.
Státní policie. Potenciálně zmatené chytrání. Church of the Machine God does not claim it is the dawn of a new age. I was lost like you,
Adam, What's going on? I didn't expect to hear from you.
I didn't expect my doctor to find dormant augs hidden in my system.
What?
Dormant experimental augs. You wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
Adam, you know the decisions I made for you 2 years ago.
Yes or no?
No! All the work we did on you was above board. You have my word on that. What exactly did you find?
Experimental test augs spliced into my system. Kohler said something about a neodymium shell. Who would have designed something like that?
God, you've got a Titan aug? It's impossible. It was just a concept.
You just said this wasn't you.
It wasn't. The DoD showed me schematics 3 years ago and asked me if I thought it could work. It was designed by somebody else, Vadim Orlov. Megan and I interviewed him once, but he wouldn't have fit in.
These schematics you saw, don't suppose you kept a copy?
They were classified. I never had a copy. The only reason I even saw them was because the Defense Department valued my opinion. Seraph Industries did good work back in the day. When we signed a schematic, you knew it was solid.
Orlov? Sounds Russian. Who is he? Why wouldn't he have fit in?
He was supposed to be a boy wonder, a neuroscience prodigy. Got his master's degree in Moscow, post-grad in the US. His grades were off the chart, but his theories were sketchy at times. Megan said his ethics were questionable.
Megan? Megan Reed said that? The woman who gave you my DNA to experiment with?
We didn't hire him, Adam. 2 minutes into the interview, and I could tell Orlov didn't like his ideas being challenged by anyone. Least of all, a strong woman like your ex.
I've got to find this guy.
Adam, let me track him down for you. I'm leaving for London soon, but I can make phone calls, reach out to people. Seraph Industries may be gone, but my name still carries weight in certain circles.
Do it. Contact me by infolink when you have something.
I won't let you down on this. I never felt right about losing touch with you after Panchea. When I heard you'd shown up in Detroit alive a year after everyone thought you were dead, why didn't you get in touch with us?
I couldn't. Rescue crews pulled me out of the ocean and dumped me in a clinic in Alaska. Nobody knew who I was. For a long time, neither did I.
My God, son, you don't think... I mean, that could have been when...
Find Orlov, Seraph. I've got questions I need answered.
I will, I promise. I'll call you.
Like always, change is birth. hesitate. Do not live in fear any longer. Faith.
Nerozumím anglicky. Dejte mi pokoj.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Some of us remember, Builder. Do not give up faith in the Church. The singularity is made certain. We must hang on. We will all find our way to the machine code. I pray that the Mother will change her mind. Who gave us the means for our salvation. Do not fear now. There is always hope, Joseph. Do not despair. Some of us remembered, Builder. The singularity is near, Sinner. We must hang on. There is always hope, Joseph. Do not despair. Some of us remember, Builder. We will all find our way to the machine code. Do not give up faith in the Church. I pray that the Mother will change her mind. You gave us the means for our salvation. Do not fear now. Some of us remembered, Builder. There is always hope, Joseph. Do not despair. I pray that the Mother will change her mind. You gave us the means for our salvation. Do not veer now. The singularity is near, Sever. We must hang on. We will all find our way to the machine god. Do not give up faith in the Church. You gave us the means for our salvation. Do not veer now. We will all find our way to the machine god. Seeker, you are here to see the Builder? He has been asleep, but I cannot wake him. I do not know if he will recover. Do not give up faith in the Church. The singularity is near, Sever. You must hang on. Some of us remembered, Builder. I pray that the Mother will change her mind. There is always hope, Joseph. Do not despair. Some of us remembered, Builder. The singularity is near, Sever. You must hang on. There is always hope, Joseph. Do not despair. Seeker, you are here to see the builder? He has been asleep, but I cannot wait. I don't know.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Was a tragedy for all.
But it wasn't all of humankind who went crazy, Dr.
The loss of life in both sides was considerable, but instead of healing and dialogue, fear of the augmented has turned to hatred.
Surely you cannot claim to be mistreated by governments when they have spent taxpayer money to build special living quarters for you and your kind.
When legislation forces augmented people out of their homes and into sequestered environments, there's no reason for law.
Church of
Fear and
does
experience.
not claim to have all the answers. Only all the answers you need. Do you despair for your future? Do you search?
Government, I'm getting in. Trying to lead me to a trap. Not going to work. Hey, get out there. Escaping through the dark. Don't press your luck. He's hiding in the ventilation system! He's hiding in the ventilation system! I'm out! Cover me! In the apartment! Corner! Stay back! They need a help they don't deserve. Keep not like this. He's barely a like this.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me!
Some of us remember, Builder. The singularity. You gave us the means for our salvation. Do not fear now. We will all find our way to the mission. There is always. I pray that the mother will change her mind. There is always hope, Joseph. Do not despair.
The Church of the Machine God does not claim to have all the answers, brothers and sisters. Only all the answers. In our bodies, in our augmented bodies, lies our salvation, seekers.
Dars is the man. He'll set you up. Biocells, painkillers, right over there.
You will find meaning in the arms of the machine. You will find belonging in wonderful singularity.
You gave us the means for our salvation. Do not fear now. Some of us
Begin!
do not give up faith in the church.
Do you despair for your future? Do you search for
Some of us remember.
some never seem to find satisfaction? We have the answers.
All find our way to the machine.
Our pilgrims.
Out of my face, Oyebok. Talk to him, not me.
Whatever you need, I've
I
got.
was lost like you, friend. In the face of persecution and hatred, I broke. I hated myself and my augmented body. But no longer.
You need to pick me up. We're going to need some help.
In our augmented bodies lies our salvation, seekers. We carry the seeds of divinity within us and the future of the neo-human race.
There is always hope, Joseph.
Seek and you will find, my friend. You will find meaning in the arms of the machine. You will find belonging in the oneness of singularity. The Church of the Machine God does not claim to have all the answers, brothers and sisters. Only all the answers you need.
Some of us remember, Builder.
It is the beginning of a new age, and like always, change is birthed in fire, blood, and pain. But right now,
Anomaly detected. Access granted. Anomaly access granted.
We carry the seeds of divinity within us, the future of the neo-human race.
Ours charmingly eloquent leader himself.
What the non-augmented peoples of the world have failed to grasp is the incident was a tragedy for all.
But it wasn't all of humankind who went crazy, Dr. Ruck.
The loss of life on both sides was considerable.
Hold out. You can do this.
Povolení sem, Augu. Doufám, že máte doklady připravený a aktuální,
Everything
Augu.
is in order, officer.
Jo, jasně, že je, ale já se stejně podívám, jestli vám to nevadí. Takhle vysoký oprávnění jsem ještě neviděl. To je působivý.
I'll take your word for it. Not sure I caught all of that.
To je fuk, můžete jít a zkuste zapracovat na té češtině.
Here we go.
When was the last time you were I wasn't attacked by the space station either.
Let's get to business.
Maybe I'll come back later.
Whatever. Suit yourself.
Omlouváme se za komplikace.
They say that admitting to your fears is the first step in overcoming them.
I will charge you with obstruction if you do not work.
There is always hope, Joseph. Do not despair. You gave us the means for our salvation. Do not veer now. The singularity is near, Sever. You must hang. We will all find our way to the machine god. Some of us remember, Builder. Do not give up faith in the Church.
Oh. Hello.
Area secure.
How are you?
I remember they used to say that education was the great
Are you some kind of
equalizer.
activist or something?
Area secure.
Nice time for a walk.
Stay safe.
Kurva. Don't see anything.
Může to mít na svědomí kterýkoliv.
Think warm thoughts. Wonderful.
Hello, sir.
Papíry, prosím.
This is getting to be a real pain.
Chvilku strpení, prosím. Skenuju. Co pak tady máme? OK. Žádný problémy? Tak jo, Augu. Můžeš jít dál.
Policie bude na kontrolních bodech prověřovat doklady. Mějte prosím připravený průkaz totožnosti.
Santo and augmented people just like you are creating the future together.
What did she say?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Well, let me tell you, the next time that little bastard comes in to complain about not having access to his locker, I'm going to shove him in it and leave him there.
I know, right? Have a sense of priorities. So we took over the break room for a while. Big deal. We're trying to keep some semblance of control over this part of town.
Yes, well, you already know what I think. We should stamp down on this place. Hard.
Access granted.
Good afternoon, sir. My name is Felice Allman, and I represent the Santo Group. We're looking for able-bodied augmented persons like you to help us create the future.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this might be the wrong town to hawk a dream of the future in.
Don't you think it's exactly the right one? Prague, a city with no respect for the choices its citizens made to become augmented. The choice you made.
And you're going to tell me Santos found a city that does respect us?
We're making it. You can't deny the world has to change. For the better this time. Augmentations helped us take great steps before. And we can do it again. In Rabia, a concept city, 3D printed, beyond state-of-the-art, a symbol of evolution.
In the deserts of Oman. I've seen the news stories. But Santo's not a charity, and I don't think your stakeholders are philanthropists.
That's why they've asked people like me to spread the word, to make an offer. Incentive-driven employment for any augmented person. You'll get a sponsored work permit for the duration of the city's construction.
And after that?
A guaranteed place in the residency lottery.
I appreciate that you believe in what you're selling, this new future. But the future the Augmented want is the same as anyone else.
And the world won't allow it! I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to. Santo is the only corporation in the world to increase its augmented workforce in the past 2 years. Did you know that?
That must be convenient for a construction business?
It's the opposite.
Our CEO's life has been threatened for supporting the legitimacy of augmented people. But he, Mr. Brown, understands that the augmented saw the future early and rushed to meet it.
I thought the Udalek complex was Santos' future for the augmented. From what I've heard, it didn't go to plan.
Not to our plan. Udalek was supposed to be a low-cost, high-volume housing solution for transient workers. It was never meant to become what it has.
And why didn't Brown step in? Doesn't look good to have your name associated with an aug ghetto.
It's out of our hands. Since the incident, it's been run by the Czech state and their police. That will never happen with Rabia.
What guarantee do I have that life in Rabia is different than the segregation here? Or is that a lottery too?
Santo is the guarantee. We keep the rights to the city in perpetuity, never handing it off to people who want the augmented out of sight and out of mind.
But that's still exactly what you're doing. A city in a bubble, born from fear between augmented and non-augmented.
There have always been divisions in society. There always will be. That's why there are walls. Someone has to build the walls, and that's Santo.
So this incentive program, positioning Rabia for the Augs, it's all on Nathaniel Brown?
Everything. The industrial printing of the city, the archaeological design, the recruiting drive, even the street teams. Mr. Brown met us personally to sign off on us. Would you believe it?
Yeah, I think I would. Archaeological?
Architectural ecology. Rabia is zero footprint, fully self-sufficient. It is not just his solution for the augmented, it is his solution for cities. It is visionary. There is no other word for it.
Right. Unfortunately, most of the visionaries I've met were so busy chasing their grand plan, they lost sight of the little people. You've given me a lot to chew on. I can't sign up with you on the spot.
Just consider it. What I've told you. I'm not trying to sell you the e-brochure of Rabia. You've seen it all anyway. They're just pictures and holograms. I want you to believe in the place.
I'm getting out of here!
Can you spare anything? I just
Don't you
need
have
a
anything
little.
better to do than waste my time? Think real fast.
Will you look at this? A walking appliance. Get lost. You from around here?
All the history and culture is run over.
do you want?
This can't
You
be
haven't
happening to
noticed
me.
this isn't a friendly part of town. Go to Old City, tourist.
Smells like
Who the-
police.
Ježiši Kriste.
Hello. Yeah. What?
Enough problems already.
You need to listen to it. You won't get this kind of news from like it.
Does it look like I have time to chat? I've got work orders coming out my ears here.
We are doing the best we can, sir, but full service will not be re-established for a long while.
Yeah, well, there's the problem right there.
Got a few more years, and then I get to sit back and collect my pension.
Held together with chewing gum and Bailey. Only Bob falls out.
že extrémní počasí pozdrželo výstavbu zářivého města vytištěného na 3D tiskárně, které se pro augmentované buduje v Ománu. Obavy akcionářů však rozptýlily s tím, že potřebují jen pár dalších osvícených investorů, díky jejichž podpoře by se stavba Rabiach opět urychlila.
Ty pracuješ pro jednu z těch firem tady. Jen málo z nich si nechalo
Unless you've got a vacuum attachment in one of those arms, I've got nothing to say to you.
Ridiculous.
Nahráváme si vás.
What's this?
I always get a little nervous when I go into the subway. I don't like the feeling of being trapped in the crowd.
Permit validation office is closed. It's always closed.
Tell me you heard that as well?
You can't avoid corruption in this city. So the trick is to make friends with the corrupt people who will do you the most good.
Private business. My sister's son tried to commit suicide on the weekend. He said he was too scared to live in a world where he could get killed at any moment. So he was going to be the first.
Ten hajzl leze do říti a dostane povýšení.
Best place to be is under the city, my friend. Homeless, whores, druggies. Even Augs end up here. Better than Golem City.
Go away.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Got his paper.
Hello.
What?
Olga.
Sorry, I don't have time. Someone at work came up with the...
I'm watching.
I know my papers are good, but I'm always nervous going through the checkpoints. 3 people.
Reklamy pravdivý. Nejspíš je to tam strašná díra.
Can't defend against
No,
that kind of thing.
I'm not interested.
Yeah, I know. You have no money. Whatever. I'm very busy.
City has gone to hell.
was late on his protection payments. So my client...
You interested in some hacking software, maybe?
In front of a cop? How are you going to spin that one?
I don't have to. These
Hey.
officers shall get the shopkeeper put the knife on my...
Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here.
All high-end. And you look like you know high-end. Which biotech did your job? Not Isolate. They don't come in black.
You try this on all your customers?
Just the ones made of carbon fiber. As one enthusiast to another, you can tell me.
Gonna have to disappoint you.
Maybe you can make it up to me. You look like the kind of man who might have access to breach software.
That stuff's illegal.
Come on, man, don't play around. You know why it's illegal. You know the world governments don't want us to find out their dirty secrets. But we will, and you can help us. Be part of the revolution. Anyway, just think about it. All the details are in the computer. Want to have a look? To sell or to buy?
Sure.
Great. Go ahead. You came to Prague to browse?
Nothing for me.
Don't wait for planned obsolescence. Didn't think I would see you again except on the security footage. You came to Prague to browse?
I'm good for now.
Don't wait for planned obsolescence.
You interested in some hacking software, maybe?
Causing gridlock for hours.
In the market? For something, aren't you? You've come to the right place.
In Chile, they committed massive voter fraud.
You interested in some hacking software, maybe?
Stop! Identification, like stepping back in time. Even the owner is an antique.
I did go in there, but I ran right out
thing keeps breaking down.
Odstupte, občané.
Slečna Satovová je možná nejvíce zpustošených arabských národů, aby vyhodnotila jejich zastavení a lépe pochopila, proč se kdysi prosperující města jako
Yeah, I know. You have no money. Whatever.
Can't defend against that kind of thing. Another one.
How can we make deals?
The company's CEO vacations 8 months out of the year.
No troubles, yes?
I know my papers are good, but I'm always nervous.
Your permit allows your augmentation.
I told him, I'm not giving up the window seat.
Welcome to Magia.
Ten hajzl světí a dostane povýšení.
Make no trouble.
Here we go.
I don't like being this close to the cash.
Tímhle bych mohl zabít pár hodin.
I've been trying to get a hold of it too.
Tell me you heard that as well?
They love to tear us apart.
Turning now to Prague. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Rusika train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the third such attack to strike Prague in 6 months.
Whoa!
rights of the augmented in a world that has turned against them. But with the United Nations set to debate the Human Restoration Act in a matter of weeks, and you have done your guess is as good as mine. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Picus News, the global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. The threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers, for exposing big money corruption.
Used to be a beautiful city.
Always watching, because you are.
I've got nothing else to say.
Used to be a beautiful city.
Bye. Take care.
You, aren't going to hurt me, are you? You should be aware I never carry any money on me.
City run by criminals and
well, there's the problem right there.
No, Captain, of course, you're right. Fucking
hate to see what these dogs have done.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access denied.
Problems already.
Wish we could just shoot any hog we see.
Hate to see what these dogs have done.
Right today.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access denied. Trace program initiate. Access denied. Anomaly detected. 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 Trace program initiate. Access denied.
What's going on?
Permit validation office is closed. It's always closed.
To that garbage.
Hey! Go away!
Here's some advice. Get lost!
Go.
They are involved. How to stop it?
Because I'm afraid
You can't avoid corruption.
I don't do
in the
drugs
city.
myself, but
So the trick
I like
is to
talking
make
to
friends
other
with the corrupt people.
You can learn some really interesting things that way.
Skvělý. Další zatracený
I can't. Goodbye. If you're hoping to buy something from me, you're out of luck.
the shopkeeper was late on his protection payments. So my client beat him to death with a
Back
baseball
off!
bat.
I don't talk
Watch
to
it.
strangers.
This is non-augmented.
Ah, what a word. Hey, you! We got multi-tools for sale inside.
I don't have to. The police officer is prepared to testify that it was self-defense. The shopkeeper pulled a knife on my client, and during the altercation, the knife fell through.
been trying to get a hold of her too.
Back to New York, and a more in-depth look at UN Security Council Resolution 3507, also known as the Human Restoration Act. This legislation, if passed, calls for the removal and downgrading of all... to malfunctioning augmentations. A most common legislation. Always watching, because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague. The city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside the Sika train station. I do not need to remind you folks that this is the... Because you are always watching. Turning now to Prague. A city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Dozens were killed and hundreds more injured yesterday.
Suspect has disappeared.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Prague, a city still reeling in the wake of a devastating terror attack. Doesn't
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Got a body here. We'll advise.
Access denied.
Got a body here. We'll advise.
Keep out of sight. Take that, Wilbets!
Good advice.
Huh.
Control? Got a body here. Will advise.
Hundreds more injured yesterday when bombs exploded inside Rizika train station. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money corruption. What these
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Milena, I got into the odd permit registry.
Hold on. That should give me access now as well.
Why am I seeing a security timer?
Probably because neither of us have done this before. Cross your fingers. I borrowed this employee ID from a guy in a bar.
Why does it say there's only one validation slot?
Shit. built us for this kind of thing. Prague is designed to regulate people to death.
What does that mean?
The system won't let this guy register 2 people. Just scan something. There isn't much time. Help 1 person at least. Good. Edward's documents should hold up to any kind of scanning check now. He's as legit as he can be, without actually being legit.
I came here to help 2 people.
It doesn't always work that way. Look, you need to get out of there, please.
Milena, that permit I wasn't able to scan. What happens to Irenka now?
She probably ends up in Golem. Or she gets arrested for trying to use fake documentation. Thrown into a cell somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't exactly feel like a win, does it?
No, it doesn't.
We did the best we could. Listen, thanks for being one of the good guys.
Yeah, you know how she is. Scared of everything.
What's this?
What? I was here first. What? I just gave you. Fine. 69 J. Yes?
I'm sorry.
What? At last. I've been waiting for you. What about Adam? What shit come to Adam?
I don't even know how to log on to this system.
I have to help this customer. If you have other things to do, maybe you could come back later?
All week, I'm still getting the runaround.
Alex, this whisper chip you gave me, it's an easy plant?
You're heading into TF-29? Already?
Our enemies aren't waiting around while we lick our wounds.
Fair enough. There'll be a data port on the NSN's motherboard. Access it and then just plug and play. Or plug and record in this case.
Got it. I'll let you know when it's done.
Adam Jensen. is no connection. Is that fucked up? I highly doubt this.
Nah, we're looking into it. You're right. I've run DNA scans through all the alphabet.
Dr. Ozen, you have an Agent Meyer decided Northern, report to Agent 3. Fully urgent.
You think one of them will pop up and
So the task force has a shrine. Yep. Next thing you know, after having a mission, we'll have to talk to some bookworm with no experience in the field about our
these
feelings.
guys might as well be going.
Yeah. What was Director Miller thinking?
I've been trying to ID the
It didn't come
bodies of the
from
people
Miller.
who
It
crashed
came
the
from
operation in Dubai.
Manderley. This is bad. We need to increase security at the CDC.
A word of advice, stay off the Aug Rights web pages this week.
I feel terrible for his wife.
You think one of them will pop up on some list somewhere? Never got an official okay from the
Do the Jinn still believe what Clint told them, or don't they? We need to know.
These guys might as well be ghosts.
Everything's got pretty hairy in Dubai.
Escalation in the violence and rhetoric has only widened
This is so weird.
the dialogue on both sides of the issue. We will be watching the UN closely. Any break in the story
These are the chances in news.
reporting to you.
I've run DNA checks through all the alphabet agencies. Nothing.
Walker and Paul.
I've been trying to ID the bodies of the people who crashed the operation in Dubai.
You'd think one of them would pop up on some list somewhere.
Terrible.